guys? It's your girl, Evolving Media. I know it's been a very long time, but I'm going to try to be more consistent with these videos. I'm going to try because, but I've been doing a lot in the background, and I'll be so excited to tell you guys when I'm done with it. But for now, we're going to do a reaction on this Nolan Wells situation here because, you guys, I want you to tell me your opinion on how you feel about this because I think it's very sketchy, and I think that this guy he just thanks for help building the case because Nolan did not sound like your best friend. I'm sorry, he just didn't. Like, come on. You guys will see. Let's listen to this together again. Well, together. One moment. But before that, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will truly appreciate it. And I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers for coming in. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'll try to bring more, so we can connect. But anyway, so like I was saying, oh yeah, and thank you to the people who always come. I think it's like 5 people I always see that come and view my content. Thank you very much. So anyway, we're gonna get into this. First of all, I'm not too fond of Mr. Officer Tatum over there. I really don't like him. I've only heard a little bit about him. I really haven't liked it. Dived into his YouTube. This is the first time I've ever watched like a whole video with him. But it's only fair to give other people a chance to speak. So let's hear what he has to say about this because I'm not happy with this situation. I'm sorry. There was too many people out there. Okay? Too many people out there to not even nobody saw him if he drowned. Nobody saw him struggling in the water. Nobody saw him fall in the water. Nobody saw anything. Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's get into this friend. I ain't giving him no like. I don't like him. Let's see.
So Warren, I'm gonna ask you some very pointed questions. Just straight out. The first thing I want to ask you is, did you kill Nolan? All right, Warren, we had a chance to get to know each other over the last, 2 days, went out to Horn Island. So I've had an opportunity to talk to you about a few things. And the things that you've told me have literally blown my mind. But the world haven't had a chance yet to hear your story, to hear Nolan's story through you, through his friend. And it's not just you, it's a bunch of y'all.
Sorry guys, look, we're gonna I'm gonna go about 10 minutes. It's only a 20-minute video, just about. So I'm gonna go the first 10 minutes and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. And then if you guys want to come up on the stage, I'm gonna drop a link if anybody wants to come up, All right.
But some of the other guys were afraid because of the threats and the violence that's been threatened against their lives and all of the above. But you decided that you wanted to take this bold step and give a statement and, get your side out here. And I want to start at the very beginning of all of this and ask you, what was your relationship like with Nolan? Who was he to you?
Nolan, I could describe Nolan in a million ways. Nolan was not just a best friend of me, but he was a brother. I grew up through elementary, middle school, high school, and even our freshman year of college. We talked on the phone all the time. We were really close friends. And Nolan was like a brother to me. And Nolan lit up every room he walked in. He always had a smile on his face. He always had something good to say. I've never seen Nolan get in an argument with somebody and say bad things about someone. There's a lot of people that talk crap nowadays, and Nolan was never that person. Sweetest soul ever. And I had a great relationship with Nolan. I've never got in an argument with Nolan. We were super close, and I've never said or will ever have anything bad to say about Nolan Wells.
Yeah, and you guys, you said you kind of grew up together. Mm-hmm. Did you know his mom, or how was that? Because I saw in the media where it appears that she may have said, at least I saw in part, that she said as if she didn't know any of you guys.
Right. Well, Nolan, a lot of the times was at like my house and at my buddy's house. We never went to Nolan's house and hung out. I mean, and my friend group's very, very tight knit. I mean, we hang out every day when we're back home from school. In high school, we hung out most weekdays and every day on the weekend. And I mean, we were never at Nolan's house, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I met his father, and I mean, in 8th grade, that's when Nolan and I like got really close. It was COVID year, and we were in class all year long together, me and a couple of my buddies. And Nolan and I just got super tight because we'd get a Waffle House once a week together, eat. And I mean, we were just super, super close. But his dad would swing by Waffle House, you know, and like, you know, hang out around us, but never, you know, I was never around Nolan's parents a lot. But I mean, that didn't change our relationship any. Nolan and I were still just as close, and he was just as close with my friends as, you know, anyone else. So.
And walk me through the day.
Oh, no, I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait. Look, I can't wait 10 minutes. First of all, if you've known him since elementary or, middle school, what was it, middle school, you haven't met his mom at any of the graduations, celebrations, birthdays, holidays, football games, anything like that. You've never met his mom. And the reason why you probably even met his dad, because his dad was probably coming up there just to see what was going on and who was hanging around his son. But answer me this: how you know him all this time and you've never been to his house, not once? Or the mom never dropped you off at his house, or vice versa? Like, how you been this close friend? No, I'm gonna tell you what I think about how they treated Nolan. Okay, we're gonna get more into this, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel what Nolan really was to them. Because as we continue the conversation, really focus on him saying, yeah, my buddies, my friends, my buddies. You were separating you and your friends from Nolan like he was the outcast. So stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Let's listen to the rest of this BS real quick. Where is my don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Share the video. Do all the good stuff for me, please. I really, truly appreciate it. And thank you again to all my new subscribers. For those of you who don't know, I usually do a lot of true crime video, but I also do a lot of Blueface and Krishan and sometimes Jaden, like the whole circus. Like, I follow the circus too. So I do the circus acts and I do the true crime videos. So let's go. Let's listen to the rest of this crap. So let's focus. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget. Focus on how he separates Nolan from his buddies and him. Stop playing with me.
4th of July, where you guys were all going out.
Right.
This seems like something that I would assume that may have occurred more than just this year.
Yeah, of course.
Was it something that you guys did more than just this year? It's a 2-part question. I want to know, is it something that you guys typically did together, that you hang out often in this fashion? And then I want you to then walk me through 4th of July this year when the incident happened.
Okay. You know, being from the Gulf Coast, there's a boating and fishing is very, very popular. The 4th of July, every year, my friends and I, or my family and I, are out on the water. I mean, that's the one day is guaranteed everybody's going out. And that's a known thing. Everybody's trying to get a ride out to Horn Island, or, you know, people go to Ship Island, but most of everybody from Ocean Springs and the Gulf Coast go to Horn Island. And, you know, we went last year. Nolan was on the boat with me last year. And he was, I mean, this was a common thing. My friends go on the boat when we're home. Very, very common. That's what we like to do. My friends like to fish also, and like to go on the boat, not just fishing, but like to go on the boat, like to go on sunset cruises, like to do it all, you know, on the water, you know? And, I mean, Nolan loved to do that too. I mean, he was not like he was just like everyone else in our friend group. He loved to go on the water and, you know, have a good time with the guys. And, that's what we did a lot. But 4th of July, everybody was out there. Like I said, like Nolan was always trying to go on the boat, trying to go out there with us. And he was always welcome to come. Nolan was always out there with us. And
Pause.
but
Pause.
started 4th of July.
So you hear that, right? He said he's trying to always go out with us. He's trying. Yeah, I bet he is, because I'm not going to say the word. But yeah, you see how he said he's always trying to go with us? Not we always go together, we do this. No. Yes. Oh, hold on 1 second. Y'all, I got to pause for 1 second. Let me see. Okay, look, y'all, give me a few minutes. I'm going to have to. All right. I'm going to have to come right back. Just give me a second. Just hold on for 1 minute. I'll be right back. Hey, look, for all the people who do come and view the video, y'all might have to fast forward a little bit. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry for making you wait. Oh Lord, I had to take care of something. Okay, so let's go back.
My buddies and I had talked about this week's upcoming. Everybody's very, very excited for the 4th of July from down here. Like it's a big thing.
It's a big deal.
Very, very big deal. And I actually stayed with Nolan that night at my buddy's house, and I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. Nolan was not with me, and I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck, and first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back, and the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddy, and we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach, and I drove the boat from Fort Bayou Boat Launch to my buddy's grandparents' house, and that's where we all planned to meet up that day. And
you say we all, who you talking about? You, Nolan, and how many people are going to meet you guys there?
We had roughly 20 to 30 people coming on 3 separate boats with us. And so we were all following each other out there as one big group. It wasn't just me and Nolan and a couple other of my buddies. There was 20 or 30 people spread out where we all met at the dock before, and then we departed to go to Horn Island. It wasn't just a couple of us. I mean, there were so many people, we had to split up between 3 boats, and we all left and all got there at the same time.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that's clear, because the statements that are out there made it appear that it was just you, Nolan, and probably 2 or 3 other guys, and y'all are the only ones that went out to this island.
And that's completely incorrect. I mean, Horn Island on the 4th of July is the most popular day to be on the water on, throughout the entire Gulf Coast. I mean, everybody and their mom is on the water on 4th of July,
Try to get my camera back on.
There's no telling. I mean, roughly probably 2 to 3, maybe even 4,000 people out there. There were boats lined up off the island. I mean, there was 3 rows of boats all the way until my vision ended, until I could see of people there was 1 row of boats, and then there was another row of boats, and then there was a 3rd row of boats.
Yeah.
I mean, there was people lined up all up and down the island to where, who knows? And that wasn't just, we were parked on the north side, on the west tip. It wasn't just there. I mean, there's tons of people packed out on the south side and on the east end and in the middle of the island. But just where we were, there was easily 1,000 people. It wasn't just us.
Let's go back a little bit. Mm-hmm. I want to go back to you guys at the dock, getting on the boat. You're saying there's multiple people, probably 20 or 30 people getting on 3 boats.
Right.
What boat were you on, and what boat was Nolan on?
Nolan was on Wyatt's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart, because we had a lot of friends from college coming down, and I called Bart that morning. I was like, "Hey man, can you take your boat out?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, my dad's decided not to go, and I'll take the boat, and I'll take you and your friends." Of course, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people on my buddy's tide line, which is 24 tide line.
And so you guys get on, and I know a little bit more than the audience do, because we went out there a little earlier, because I wanted to see exactly what the drive was like, what the dock was like, how far it is out there.
Of course.
But I want you to tell, the audience, like, what was this trip like? How was the waters? Did you guys do anything in between the time you rode and the time you get to the island? Was there music? Is it like a big party? Like, what is that?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously music's blasting. It's 4th of July, man. I mean, you know how, I mean, everybody's really excited. And I mean, we had a lot of people loaded down. So obviously our biggest, you know, we're just trying to make sure everybody, you know, gets out there safe. And so, I mean, on the way out there, it was pretty calm. I think it was blowing like 3 or 4 knots. I mean, the waters were clear. It was a great day to be on the water. Sunshine, not cloudy at all. And I mean, it was a great day to be out there on 4th of July. And so, I mean, we followed each other out, and I mean, it was calm. It was calm. On the way back, it was a little more rough, but it was not anything all my buddies' boats couldn't handle, or like it wasn't like we were getting really beat up or anything. I mean, it was pretty calm.
And so you guys get out there. I'm assuming that you line the boats up, because I'm envisioning the picture of getting out there and there's hundreds of boats. Mm-hmm. There's thousands of people. Yeah. So it wasn't just you guys on a deserted island with
of course not
a few people. This is thousands of people out there.
Right.
And there's a lot of people doing what? What does it look like when you first pull up?
I pull up, and we pulled up at 10:30. I mean, it wasn't, I mean, early afternoon. I mean, it wasn't, but 10:30 is, you know, still pretty early in the day. And when we got there was already 3 rows of boats lined up all the way, like I said, until I could see. And
you're talking, when you say all you can see, you're speaking about miles of boat.
Yeah.
When we went out there earlier today, but when we went out there, the island is massive.
Correct.
I mean, it's just several miles long.
Roughly 10 to 12 miles. I mean, it's.
So you think that the boats were stretching from one end to the next, or just a small area of about a mile or less than a mile of boats?
Well, I mean, I think there was boats all the way around the entire island, but I think some spots were more popular than others. Like the West Tip is usually very, very crowded on the 4th of July, and everybody knows that. So that's where a lot of people park, because they want to be around other people. And the East End's a little more, there's not as many people, but there's still a lot of boats out there. I mean, it's not like no one, I mean, every area of Horn Island is covered 100%.
Wow. So you get out there, y'all jump out. What do? You know, when I say jump out, you're obviously not just sitting on the boat. The island is there. Like, what?
So exactly, there's hundreds and thousands of people out there. Not one person saw him struggling in the water to end up drowning. Okay.
What exactly are people doing there? Like, are you spending more time in the water, on the island, in the boat? Like, how is that look out there?
I mean, everybody, as soon as you get there, I mean, there's people on boats, grabbing drinks and, you know, food, whatever else. Like, I mean, everybody is fully prepared for the 4th of July. They bring, you know, all the drinks and food that they need, because, I mean, they've been preparing for 4th for a little while now. But when we got there, I helped my buddies tie the boats up, because the tie line was right here, the Palm Beach was in the middle, and then the Triton was on the outer side. And there was about a drop off from where the bow was. I mean, if you jumped off the bow, you were probably about neck deep in water. But if you got off the stern, you were probably waist deep in water. I mean, but when we got there, we tied up, got, you know, bow and rear anchor set, and we tied up all the boats, made sure they were good, and everyone just got on the water. And then eventually, next thing you know, it's our group. And then, you know, next thing you know, there's 50 other people around us. And then it just grew and grew as the day came on. And, you know, I mean, that's just how it was. Everybody's drinking, you know, I mean, it's 4th of July. Everyone's just trying to enjoy themselves. And, you know, it's a big party, basically. Big party.
Yeah. So y'all pretty much having a good time. Just like anybody would imagine. 18-year-olds, probably 20-year-olds, college students out on the island, women. You know, you probably had alcohol, y'all having a good time.
Yeah, of course.
And so where's Nolan in this? You know, you guys out there, the friend groups are out there, 3 boats full of people that came out there that seem to be the closest friend group.
Right.
Where's Nolan in this in comparison to where you and others are at?
Well, you know, I had a couple conversations with Nolan that day, and I talked to him and a couple of my other buddies. In a group, I was not focused on anyone solely, like looking and pointing anyone out, because there's so many people out there. I mean, I was talking to my friends that I haven't seen in a while from high school. I was talking from people I knew from college. I was talking to, you know, everybody my age, and even people older than us were, you know, over there. Like, I mean, it was just a regular thing. You know, we're all used to this. We've been out to the islands before. My buddies don't just go out to the island on 4th of July, but they go out you know, every weekend. Like I fish the islands. I don't just, you know, fish around Horn Island. I fish around Ship Island too. So I'm very familiar with the islands. And I feel like it was just a big, I talked to Nolan, and, you know, Nolan was drinking. Everybody was drinking, most of everybody. And I mean, Nolan seemed completely fine every time I talked to him. We had just regular conversations, and, you know, Nolan was making me laugh. I had a couple conversations with Nolan and Javon, Nolan and my buddy James, Nolan. And I mean, I could tell you, I mean, I talked to Nolan a couple times, but it wasn't like I was strictly sitting there talking to Nolan the whole day. I mean, there was hundreds of people I knew out there. So,
yeah. And Nolan said something interesting. You told me about this. Something he said to you, I would say would be indicative of y'all's friendship.
right.
And then he also mentioned something to you about that particular day and what it meant to him.
Right.
And could you share that?
Right. Yeah. So Nolan and my buddy Javon are talking, and, you know, I grew up with Nolan, and Nolan's, you know, just like I said, like just so joyful, like always happy. Like every picture I have with Nolan or picture I have of Nolan, he's smiling. I mean, like he's always happy. If I always need like a shed of light, I'm calling Nolan, you know. And Nolan and I laugh and joke a lot. Like that's how our friend group is. We're really jokingly laugh. You know, no one takes anything that serious. You know, we enjoy our time together. You know, I mean, there's never any awkwardness within our friend group. We're very, very tight. So
I don't believe it. I think Nolan was y'all butt of the joke type thing, because you was just saying he always trying to go and your buddies and blah blah blah. I don't hear anything that sounds like you're Nolan's best friend. Give me a good personal story with you and Nolan. I don't hear anything. I hear basic bullshit. That's what I hear. Basic bullshit.
if I ever need to get something off my chest or talk to anybody, I'm talking to all my friends. I'm not just talking to like specifically anybody. I'm just, I would go out, like, even if I'm having issues with something, I go talk to my group chat, and my guys are there to, you know, give me a hand anytime I need it. And all my guys are, you know, all my buddies are the same exact way. You know, NOLAN was the same exact way. If you ever need something, I'm here, man. Like, that's how he was. So.
And then you guys get ready to leave prematurely.
Right.
And like, what? Explain that, because you guys got there around 10.
Yeah.
It's now 4:30.
Right.
People are still out there partying, and
Correct.
they're having a good time. But something happened to where it necessitated you guys to get the boat up and running. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So.
And you guys, we're gonna watch part 2. Okay.
So Warren, I'm gonna ask you some very.
We're gonna watch part 2. Oh no, I missed it. Okay, we gotta go back. History. Oh gosh, I have to go out. All right. I need to see the view all button. Okay, we're gonna go back here.
Ask you some very pointed questions. I mean, just straight out. The first thing I want to ask you is,
part 2.
See, the visibility isn't good. The water isn't clear like it was last year around this time. And, you know, like,
some of the boys that they're accusing wasn't even on the boat that NOLAN was on.
if I'm sitting waist deep in water and all my friends are, everybody's leaving their phone on a boat. I open the back hatch and there's water up to the batteries. And that is obviously not good. NOLAN decided to stay on the island with the girl that he was with. And the girl is a witness to that too.
Yeah. All right, we're in Mississippi right now. We're getting ready to.
Here's a liar. Where is my screen? Why is it not doing anything? Where am I? This is weird, guys. I don't know what's happening. What in the hell? Oh, I don't know what happened, you guys. This is horrible. Okay, I'm going to end this right here. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'll be back. I'll be back for part 2.